Hey there YouTube. So I realized today that I've shown you how I built my Paludarium. I've talked about how I possibly want to stock it, and I've even given you an update on how the plants are doing. But I realized I have not talked about the equipment I'm using in this tank. So with that being said, let's jump right in. So the first thing I should probably talk about is the filtration I am using for this tank. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you know I drilled this tank in order to plumb my canister filter directly to it. And the outflow for that canister filter comes out right at the top here into the waterfall. The canister filter I'm using in this tank is my Marineland C160. It's a canister filter I've had for probably at least 3 years. It's been running well for me. The flow has worked out perfectly. And it's been a pretty dependable filter. As far as heating the aquarium goes, my favorite heaters to use for all of my aquariums so far has been the Cobalt Aquatics Neotherm heater. As you can see, it's set to 78 right now. And if you saw it, that little blinking light that was going off at the 80-degree mark is telling me that for just a second there, the water that was passing by the heater got up to 80 degrees. That's mainly why I like these heaters. There is a little bit of level of dependability with them. I do still keep a thermometer in there just in case, for any reason, the heater does malfunction, which I actually did have one go bad on me. The previous one I had on this tank, for some reason, would reset itself to a higher temperature, to like 86, 88, which is no good for most of the fish I want to put in here. Some of them will like the 82-degree weather, but it's just way too hot, so I took that out of there and replaced it with this other Cobalt heater I had. The one that malfunctioned was a Cobalt heater as well, but that's the first one that's gone bad on me. But overall, it's been a dependable heater, and what I like about them too is that they are flat. So looking at the heater right now, if the betas would stop showing off, it's actually quite difficult to even tell there is a heater there. It's black, so it perfectly blends in with the black background, but it is a flat heater, so it doesn't impede as much space-wise when you're trying to aquascape, which is definitely an excellent feature to it. Alright, and finally we come to the lighting portion of this video. This would be the only thing I actually got new for this tank build. Everything else, equipment-wise, I already had in my possession. But this is the Phoenix Planted Plus 24/7. My main reason for getting this light over another Fluval 2.0 was that I wanted the 24/7 kind of feature in this tank. Mainly because I'm kind of approaching this tank scientifically, just out of my own interests, and I would really love to mimic a natural daylight cycle. So this light comes with a little sensor that you can Velcro to the side of your tank, and that sensor is what communicates with the remote. And the remote has a whole lot of settings on there. You can set the 24/7 cycle. It goes from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., 3 p.m., all around the clock, starts all over. You could have it where you just have the lights up to max setting, and you also have a cloudy day setting, lightning storm setting, sunny day, and moonlight. So far, I am really happy with this light choice. The only thing is that some of the nighttime lights are a little bright, I think. I see the fish's activity being a little too active sometimes, but I'm gonna play with it and see how that turns out. But I am happy with this light overall. Alright everyone, thank you for tuning in. I hope this gave you a little bit of insight into what I'm working with on this 29-gallon Paludarium. If you have any questions about any of the equipment or anything about this tank in general, leave them down below in the comments.